Welcome, y'all, to the Slay to Success show. This is Rochelle, Slay Queen Hemingway, and I am streaming in live to Facebook. Hi, Facebook. To LinkedIn. Hi, family. And of course, to the Slay to Success community. Hi, Queens. And tonight, y'all, we are in for a special treat. I will not be on here very long, but I help empower women with strategies, unconventional strategies, tools, and techniques centered around leadership, mindset, and wellness to step up and into their next big dream, goal, aspiration, position, wherever they would like, with 10x confidence to realize impact success. And we do this by our simple framework: SLAY, stay ready, be ready, lead out loud, a sense of community, a sense of family, and knowing you are built to last. And we're not going to sacrifice our health, relationships, opportunities, or our happiness, because, y'all, I served 30 years. That's right, 3 decades in the United States Air Force. And so I'm using all of my expertise, those lessons that I learned, to share with you all. So welcome in. Thanks, Cherise, my queen, for coming in to this space tonight. Everyone, please put where you're coming in from. Give me a shout out so I can shout out back to you. But again, we are going to be here for just a short bit of time, okay? Because I have some hitting points about finding your purpose. And the reason why I'm speaking to the reason why I'm speaking to this is because over the course of the past couple of weeks, I've had several women come to me and tell me straight up that they don't know what is going on. They seem lost. They're not sure of what the next steps to take to find their purpose, to find their calling. And so tonight, y'all, I'm going to share with you what I have been doing and how I've gotten to the point where I am at today, with using some simple tips. Okay. So if you got a pen and a piece of paper, and if you want to write and jot these things down, I am sharing. I am an open book. And so I think this will be helpful for anyone who's experienced these symptoms. But first of all, if you have this sense, it's well okay. Okay. These are normal, especially if you have served for a long period of time in the military or have been in a career for more than 20 years, and you're now stepping out to see what you want to do in this next phase of life. Okay. It is not easy. So it's okay. Give yourself grace. It may take you months. It may take you years to really find out what you have been put on this earth to do. And so one of the first steps that I took, okay, I had to be thankful. I have had an attitude of gratitude. All right. I'm thankful that I was able to retire after serving 30 years in the United States Air Force. And I'm grateful that I had a family that was there to see me retire. And I'm also grateful that I have good health. And so when we start to say the things or write down the things that we are most grateful for, we start getting to a different mindset. And this mindset will help us to find that sense of purpose. So I wrote down a few things, and y'all, I took care of myself and went out and got my toes done. Okay, so that's part of my self-care. And I wrote down some notes while I was sitting in the chair to share with you all tonight. So first of all, we have to develop a growth mindset. Now, I moved from South Dakota here to Maryland not knowing anyone here but my family. I have family from my dad's side, but we haven't connected in a lot of years. And so we really didn't have, those roots, if you will, already set into motion. I had to start anew, bought a new house. The son is going to a new school. So it's a different environment. But what I said was, even after retiring, and my dad passed away, y'all. My dad passed away in October 21. I retired in October 21. And so all these things were opportunities. Yes, I am like, I miss my dad extremely. I mean, like, extremely. But I know what my dad had for my life. And so I'm looking at it as a means to pick up from where he left off of. And so that is an opportunity for making a difference in the world. So I started out with that. And I knew that I had to embrace these challenges and consider them as opportunities. I also had to persevere in spite of the failures. Now, I started a business, Slate to Success LLC. All right, y'all. And entrepreneurship is not an easy road to take. And I've had a lot of failures. I've invested monies into things that I thought were going to come to fruition, and they didn't. And so I had to count that as a loss, but I also counted it as a learning opportunity for me. I invested a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of effort, and some of the things have hit and some of them haven't. And so I had to learn that everything that I'm doing is actually something that I could glean from. And also, I had to accept feedback and constructive criticism. Okay. Now, my husband, as you know, Dr. Dominique, retired Chief Master Sergeant Hemingway, he doesn't have a problem with letting me know right away. All right, maybe I should do this or maybe I should do that. But I know he is looking out for my best interest. So you have to have the right people around you. All right. So that is essentially the first tip of advice is you've got to develop a growth mindset. You've got to embrace the challenges. You have to persevere in spite of the failures that you may see, and you have to accept feedback and constructive criticism along the way. Okay, this is how we find that sense of purpose. All right, the things that we're most passionate about, the things that we've been called to do. Next, I had to create a personal vision statement. What do I mean? Okay, well, I had to step away, y'all, from the military mission and vision of the units that I had been assigned to and create my own vision statement. And this is really, what will my family and my friends say about me at my 80th birthday party? Okay. What do I want them to say about me? Well, I then had to create a roadmap or a guide of my core values and really what was important to me, not to anybody else, but to me. And this is really what guides me, controls my thought process. Makes me make the decisions that I'm making, and they are all aligned with my own goals that I've created. And it's reducing a lot of stress and anxiety. So if you have not taken the time out to write a personal vision statement, I highly recommend that you do so. So, my personal vision statement is really what I put out there on my LinkedIn profile, in the Facebook communities, on my YouTube. So, I'm helping empower. All right. I empower women with strategies, tools, and techniques. These are all unconventional things. And I've been doing this for a minute now, but I had to continue to write it on paper and look at it every single day to make sure that I stay focused on what I said I wanted to do in this next phase. Next, I decided to be part of a community, okay? And I decided to create a community. I did twofold. I just didn't want to just be a part. I went and created a community. The Slay to Success Facebook community is a community where I speak to a lot of things that, have happened in my life or give inspiration and motivation where I can. But I wanted a place where people can come to and they can see what everyone else is kind of talking about, get their answers, get their beliefs. And so when we create a community, we have something that we can look to, but we can also be part of a community. So I am part of, and I had to write these down, y'all. I'm part of the Business Women's Network. I'm part of the Black Speakers Network, Mosaic Inc. Clubhouse, of course, my Slay to Success Facebook community, Hey Queens, and Retired Women Veterans. There's a group of us that go out to lunch, and Veterans Grow in America, and the list can go on and on and on. But get to a community. Find a sense of connection through community with people who have a shared purpose and those that you know that are looking out again for those best interest. So you can go be at a church, right? You can find that in the HOA. If you want to do the HOA in your local residence, you can be a part of that. Communities are endless. You just have to look out for them and find one and go and be a part of it. As scary as it can be, you just need to get connected. And the last thing that I will share, if you're looking and you're lost, you don't have a sense of purpose, and you're not quite sure where to start, is to find ways to give back. Find ways to give back, okay? So, helping others, I wrote this out, helping others will also help you. I'm finding that more and more every single day. I'm speaking, I'm mentoring, I'm putting on events, and I wrote a book. And so I donate a lot of my time. I volunteer doing all these different things within the local community and outside the local community. And it gives me something to look forward to. So if you're still struggling and you're not quite sure, because I know how hard it can be at times when you're just like, I don't really know where to start. Well, I can help you for sure. Okay. Because I don't like to leave anyone out there by themselves, because I don't think that is the way you should be living. And so you can contact me, DM me, you can email me at info@slaytosuccess.com. You can go to my website. Y'all know I got a website out there, www.slaytosuccess.com. So I just wanted to share with you all just quick tips. Okay, so we'll take it from the top once again. Okay, first we're going to start with an attitude of gratitude. All right, that is the first step. So write down the top 3 things that you're grateful for. And when you get up every morning, you can do that, right? And then you can next develop a growth mindset. All right, we got to embrace these challenges that we have in front of us as opportunities. We have to persevere in spite of failures, because we are going to keep on trying. All right, we're going to get back up, and we're going to keep trying to do some things that we said we wanted to do. And we're going to accept feedback and constructive criticism for those that have our best interest. We're going to next create a personal vision statement. Okay. And these are things that you want your family, your friends to say to you or about you at your 80th birthday party. And this is a roadmap, a guide to allow you to speak to your core values and what's important to you. You'll be focused, you'll have less stress and anxiety about what it is that you are doing along the way. And next, you're going to be a part of community. You can be part of your church community, school community, your housing community. There's so many communities out in your local area. Just go to Facebook, y'all. You can go and find these things in the internet, in the interwebs. You just go in there and just put in what events are happening near me. And whatever entices you, you just show up. Just show up and go. But I'm part of a lot of different communities, because after I retired, I wanted to be connected. I wanted to feel like I had been a part of this community for some while. So I've been putting myself out there. Or you can just create a community like I did. Okay, anybody can create a community. You can do however, whenever, however you want it to look like, right? And then lastly, which I think is the most important one, is we got to give back. A lot of us have a lot of expertise and a lot of experience and a whole lot of skills. And we're just sitting on top of these things. We're hiding them from the world, or we're not sharing them with the people that really need them. So we need to give back as much as we possibly can, creating those healthy boundaries, of course, because we don't want you all the way out there. All right. But we want you to figure out how you can get from that space of being lost into a space of action. So if you're asking yourself, or saying to yourself, I'm lost, that is a first step too, right? Is to actually acknowledge that you're lost, so that way you can then take the action that you need to take. So this is your Slay Queen, Rochelle Hemingway, and I help empower women with strategies, tools, and techniques to step into those next big roles, those dreams, those goals, those aspirations with 10x confidence. Okay. So that way you can go out there and achieve and realize your impact success. So keep on slaying until you can't slay no more. Take care. Have a great night. Thank you all for showing up live with me tonight. And if you come back, go ahead and put hashtag replay into the comments so that I know you were here. And if I did not see your comments, I apologize, because all I got on here right now is I see comments from Facebook, and that's it. So if there's other comments I'm not seeing, I will see them afterwards. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Love you. Bye bye.